how to establish a personal brand strategy. And I'm going to share with you 3 keys for establishing a personal brand strategy, as well as a tip that you can start using right now. And while this first one is incredibly obvious, the number of people that pay attention to this is surprisingly small. I want you to pick the platforms that make the most sense for you. These are the social platforms, or your blog, or the social communication platforms like Reddit and Quora. Pick the place that you're going to be, and you're going to be publishing content, but I want you to pick the one where your audience is and where they're going to engage with you, so that your brand expands naturally and organically through these people. Then I want you to create a plan for the kind of content that you're going to produce. What questions do the people in these places have? What pain points do they have? What goals do they have? How can you bring quality content that demonstrates authority and expertise to them so that they consume it and they see you as the sole source for the solution that they're seeking? What a great way to describe a personal brand, the sole source for the solution that they're seeking. And clearly, these platforms are filled with people, and people are going to interact with your content. Make sure you interact back with them. This means thanking them for liking, sharing, and commenting. When they do comment, start conversations with them. As you do this, your personal brand is just going to start to blossom on these platforms. If you ignore this, then you're just like a whisper in the wind, and no one's really going to hear you or hear what you have to say. So spend the time interacting with your audience. And the biggest tip I can give you is to make sure you're going where your audience engages with your content. Here's what I mean by that. My audience engages with my content here on YouTube. In fact, I'll ask you right now, while you're here, why don't you just drop a comment below so that you and I can have a little conversation. My audience does not interact with my content on TikTok. So I spend my time and energy on YouTube, because this is where you are and this is where you're interacting with my content. I want you to do the same thing. LinkedIn is another great place to find clients, and if you're looking for a way to search for your perfect prospects on LinkedIn, I'd love to teach you how to do that using something called Boolean search. And I've created a step-by-step guide for you that you can get access to by going to brand.proutyclass.com. Again, that link is right up there in the red box, but I'm going to put a clickable version in the first pinned comment. So all you have to do is go to that comment, click on that link, and go download that step-by-step tutorial on how to do an advanced search on LinkedIn to find your perfect client. And while what I just taught you is incredibly important, YouTube thinks you're going to like this video, so you should probably check that out. But before you do, click on my face here so that you can jump the line and be informed of the next class the moment I release it.